Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, and our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we're here at the cave, just outside of the gold mine. In just a moment we're going to drop down and achieve our goal. It's really cool. I'm really glad we made it this far. I'm kind of worried though. I was looking at the map and we do have a big problem. We've got this cougar. I believe this cougar is going to stand between us and exiting this region. I'm going to do my best to try to avoid him. But fortunately we did get, in the last episode, we did come across this amazing tool, this gun here. The Curator's Rifle. And we've got 4 bullets. There might actually be one inside. Let me see how many bullets we have here. So we actually have a total of 4 bullets to deal with that cougar, or hopefully we can just avoid the cougar altogether. Anyway, that is a concern once we get out of the gold mine. For now, we're just going to carry on. I did take a minute to drop a few items here just to try to get lightweight. We left some coal, some sticks, a flare. I think I'm going to leave the ptarmigan stew. We'll eat up on some meat before we drop down.
I could use a drink.
All right, let's get a drink. Yeah, I'll just use water because we already filled up on our calories, so I don't need a soda. We'll just drink some water. Okay, let's drop down to the gold mine. Hopefully the visibility is good. We're at currently, I think, 45 kilos. 45 out of 40, so we're just a tiny bit heavy. But that technical backpack is going to give us an extra 5 kilos of carrying capacity. So I'm hoping that when we depart the gold mine that we can actually be lightweight, which means I might need to drop some items in the gold mine in order to achieve that. By the way, visibility is so much better this morning than it was last night. We kind of had a blizzard. Oh, look at this. We've got a very nice view of the area just outside the gold mine. So in the bottom, in the center of our screen there, we've got the gold mine entrance, some broken down buildings, a little waterfall. We'll do possibly a little bit of looting out here before we head into the gold mine, assuming that the weather holds up. Oh, there's the rope right there. Okay, I was wondering why they would have this here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Why would they have this without any rope nearby? But we did find the rope there. Now that the visibility is actually pretty good. Where do we attach this? I know we put it here somehow.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Where do we attach this? Is it on this little pulley? Okay, I really don't know where we attach that. Is it on the rock? Oh, here we go. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was on that the little winch thing that kind of hangs over, but we actually put it on the rock. Okay, nice. I don't think that we'll ever really need this, but if we do, there it is. We can come back up this way. Instead of using the rope, because I'm heavy, we're actually going to billy goat down the side of the mountain here. May as well grab the saplings. Okay, I believe... Is this it? No. Gotta come over a little ways. By the way, I got several comments from you guys about these birch saplings and how it is possible, apparently, to learn a new recipe from the trader on how to make a kind of a custom bow that requires uncured birch saplings. Kind of interesting, uncured, which I've never made that recipe. I've never used that bow, but it sounds like it's going to be an improvement on our current bow. I likely will be leaving these saplings behind to cure, just for arrows and stuff like that, just to get lightweight, really. Actually, I do see even more saplings up ahead, kind of in the distance there. Just to get lightweight so we've got several ropes that we need to climb down in order to get out of this high mountain territory. By the way, I'm just going to look around a little bit, see if we have any rabbits or ptarmigan. It's not like we really need them, but we'll grab these just because they're here. We'll probably leave them inside the coal mine. Okay, we're going to check over by a very large waterfall and see if there is a dead body. It's usually there on the rocks just before the drop-off. And on occasion, I have found some good loot there. I think even I may have found a gun at one point. So it'll be interesting to see what we find here. Oh, we do have some ptarmigan. I've only got 3. I noticed, I was looking through my inventory. I only have 3 fire-hardened arrows remaining. We'll use our 17% bow here. I may as well. We do need to kind of level up our archery. See if I can get a good shot off on these guys. If they can hold still. Unfortunately, I don't like being this low. Like, shooting upwards towards the prey is so much harder than shooting downward, especially if I miss. And it's likely my arrow's going to go off in some crazy location. So anyway, let's see if we can get this guy to stop. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm using the wrong arrows. I need to switch. There we go. We got another one through the tree. So that's 2. Oh, there might be one behind the tree. Oh, there he is. He's coming up on us. Let's see if he can stop. Oh, that scared me. And now I can't shoot. Well, I guess that's what I get for coming up high. I will bandage. Sprained wrist. Alright, we can't shoot our bow until I bandage. Really, I should get off the edge here. Am I really that high up? Guess I do have a bit of a sprain risk. Okay, back to our low quality bow. Man, that really scared me. Alright, come on, ptarmigan. I don't want to stay here long. Doing their little dance. Okay, he held still. And then, did I scare the other one? I think I see his head sticking up. Just over the hill, right there. He's just out of range. Oh, here he comes. Okay. Come on, little ptarmigan. Poor guy. He doesn't understand that the reason his buddies aren't moving is because they're all dead. Got it. Okay. We can get off this incline. Now, fortunately, there are no predators in this little clearing.
All this gear is slowing me down.
I'll grab those on the way back. You know what? I'm going to drop these ptarmigan as well, just to lighten our load just a little bit. Are those burdock plants? I think we've got some burdock plants over there. I might grab those. I don't know. Depends on what kind of food we find inside the mine. Might not be a bad idea to just grab those, bring those in the mine, even if I end up dropping them. Okay, so we are quite high up. Right here, some kind of waterfall. I do have 1 charcoal remaining. In theory, we could map right here. I think I will. Let's do a little bit of mapping. I'm curious what this will open up, if anything. Okay, we did get a little bit of expansion there. So we're right here, apparently. We're going to go through the mountain and come out, I think, over here somewhere. Maybe up here. Yeah, like I said, I'm really concerned about that cougar on our way out. It's going to be a problem. Okay, I don't see a gun. On occasion, I think I have found a gun here.
I could use this.
That is huge. We really need those bullets, especially if we're going to go toe-to-toe with that cougar. We need to be able to reach out and touch someone with our rifle. And it sounds like, from the comments I've gotten from you guys, this rifle is pretty amazing as far as longevity. Like, it can really reach out there. Has a farther, longer range than some of the standard rifles. I forgot that it does take a bit of time to get these burdocks out of the ground, so maybe I'll pass. Burdock root. Prepare the root for a crunchy bite as the base of an antibiotic tea. I'll take one more. We'll leave the other two. I think these also can be these can be boiled, right? You can like make little snacks out of them. All right, we'll grab two of them. And then I'm going to grab these saplings, and we're going to head into the gold mine. Let's see what kind of loot we get today in the gold mine. Oh, we got 4 saplings. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these guys.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So I imagine we're going to have a nice cookout inside the gold mine. We've got a fire barrel. I can harvest these ptarmigan and get some meat. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad we slept in the cave last night because, for one thing, I was exhausted just getting down here, and being able to carry all this loot really would have been a challenge. And of course the visibility was pretty bad last night before we went to sleep. Okay, nothing there. Let's check this plastic container.
What have we here?
Thin wool sweater. Left behind by the miners. Wonder what happened to them. New location discovered. Mining camp. It has seen better days. For sure. Man, you can imagine the isolation. These guys, just to even get up here, and then they're working here all day, every day. Sleeping, eating, resting, playing. Just all in this little confined location. That would really be something. And some of them probably went mad, I would imagine. By the way, I always forget this little guy's here.
This will come in handy.
We'll take it. Got a couple flares. Feels like I'm missing something. But whatever it is, can't be that impressive. The real loot is inside. Alright, we've waited for this moment for quite a while. Into the gold mine we go.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Alright. Instantly dark. Let's get out Sparky. And I think there can be some matches here. Don't see any though. What do we have here? Long wool scarf. Matches. Lantern fuel.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Nice. A little bit of food. I think we've already got level 5 on that, so it's not going to be very useful. Some trail boots. A little bit of coal. I'm going to take all this because we are going to be cooking up these ptarmigan. Okay, we better take off our shoes. So we're going to get cold and wet right here.
Oh, freezing.
Yeah, sorry about that. So icy cold. It almost looks like ice. I wonder if there's water on top of the ice. Which can happen. I wonder if there's anybody here. I mean, I doubt it. I think there'd be more signs of life outside. If there was somebody here, they would be coming out. They'd probably make their camp close to the entrance. Although, I will say, when I've gone through mines exploring in real life, there are quite a bit of insects that just congregate near the entrance. Although it is winter now. But you got to actually make your way a little bit farther back into the mine before the insects are not quite so abundant. There's like often a swarm. Wow, I got some light back there. It's definitely a collapse that has happened though. Got a blue flare. I am gonna grab the coal just to, you know, you guys know the drill. I grab it because it's gonna respawn. But maybe I'll speed this up because we're moving awfully slow here. So I will kind of speed it up as we walk through here. Okay, we made it to where the technical backpack is. I bypassed a little bit of loot just because I wanted to get here, drop out all of our heavy stuff. But guys, this is it. This is the gold of the gold mine. The technical backpack, the crampons. Looks like we have a variety of other items as well. Let's go ahead and grab this. Technical backpack, a sturdier backpack with all the bells and whistles. You can carry more gear before becoming encumbered. Looks like that's just what we just read. Let's go ahead and take that. And just like that, we have an extra 5 kilos of carrying capacity. Oh, yeah, total of 15, because we've got the well-fed bonus, which is +5, and we have the moose hide satchel, which is another +5, for a total of 15. Got a journal page. Glad I had my good pack with me on this trip. Some chest pain on the trek past the high falls, but I expected that after the last surgery. Just going to hunker down here until the storm passes. Tomorrow, high point at Wolf's Jaw, and then head for home. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Sounds like he did not make it. He might be one of the bodies that we passed here. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to drop... Actually, first, I'm going to turn off our lantern. Let's drop all this coal I've been carrying. I'm going to grab at least one, because often I do forget to pick them up again. I'll drop the firewood. Take a step back. What else am I carrying? We got, this is essentially firewood now, because we've already completed that. Anything else we need to drop? Oh, we got a bunch of clothing, didn't we? We got 2 extra pairs of socks. No, are we wearing those? Those are my socks, aren't they? Why don't... Oh, it's because I took them off. Like, why am I not wearing these? There we go. Sounds like a storm is brewing outside. Okay, we're going to drop this. Drop these items. They're essentially going to be cloth. Now, this really impresses me. Our improvised crampons are only down to 98%. All that time ago that we crafted them, we've been wearing them this whole time. No, I took them off, didn't I? Well, that would explain a lot. I should have had those on. I think that would have helped with some of the sprains I've had. Alright, I am going to drop the gloves. The ones we have on are lighter weight. There we go. That's already feeling a lot better for weight. We do have the ptarmigan. And then I have the saplings. That is a lot of weight right there. So we're just barely above being heavy now. I think we're going to... Let's get our lantern back on. Okay, so here's all the piles we've made in the dark. Let's get these. These are official crampons. These aren't the custom ones.
Could end up being useful.
Crampons. Traction for your feet. Rope climb. Rope climbing drains less stamina. Sprains are less frequent. And you can travel with more confidence over weak ice. They weigh 0.5 kilos. 100% condition. Okay, let's take these off. I'm looking at the stats here. I'm curious if they're different. There we go. They finally showed up. For just a second there, the new ones didn't show up. So these are actually heavier. 0.5 versus... Oh, no, they're lighter. Okay. The improvised ones were 0.75. Alright, so we're going to leave the improvised ones behind for the next adventure. Got a little bit of loot here. Is there anything on the workbench? Don't see anything. Yeah, I'll come back here. I'm going to go loot where we passed. Okay, so we passed a body over here. I haven't really checked this section yet. I hope this isn't the guy whose crampons we just took in the technical backpack. What is in your hand? Is that... Oh, it's your hoodie. Okay, looks like he was holding something.
I think I can use this.
We definitely can use that. 83% hunting knife as well. I got some bullets and a hunting knife. Is there anything back here? Not really. I'm glad we've got some shelter with that storm outside. Okay, that's where we came from. Looks like a dead end right here. I don't think I can get up here, can I? Oh, I can. Okay. This loops around.
This stuff will come in handy.
Ooh. Disposable filters for the respirator. That sounds really important. I will take these just to leave them at the desk, I think. That filter, I believe we need that if we're going to go into some of the more difficult
stuff to carry.
Far territory areas. Okay, do we want to check up here? I think I might. Might be good just to have a look around. I don't know if any loot spawns up here. By the way, this is the exit we're going to take when we leave. Probably in the morning after we have a cookout with all those ptarmigan. We will come up this way. I will just do kind of a preliminary look just to see. Might be some coal. I don't know. There can be some loot, I believe. Here we go. We got a gun. Nice. 60% revolver. A couple cartridges. 28% wool mittens. Okay, I think that's all the loot we can find here, except for maybe some coal. So I'm going to turn around. Let's go back to the crafting bench and the bed. We'll get those ptarmigan harvested up. Get our loot sorted out. Get a fire going. And probably spend the night here. I want to be well rested. Get our stamina back up for all the rope climbs we're going to be doing in the morning. Okay, let's grab some reclaimed wood and A little bit of coal. Okay, before I make a fire, I probably should harvest these guys. So let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna grab them. Let's get them in our inventory.
Down.
We can put our lantern out. Do a little bit of harvesting in the dark. By the way, I do have some. You know, I'm gonna harvest these. I need to craft some more fire-hardened arrows. Possibly when we make the fire here. I hope I have enough sticks. I may need to come up with some sticks here. How many sticks do I have? 6. Okay, I do have enough as long as I don't accidentally use those in the fire here. Okay, let's get the meat harvested on these guys. We're gonna use our... Do we want to use our hand? Oh, we got multiple knives. Let's use our lower quality hunting knife. We're gonna leave behind, I think. I don't think I'll get the feathers harvested. I'm just gonna go for the meat right now. Okay, I gotta look at the weights here. So that one has already been harvested. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, sounds good. I wonder what our archery skill is now. So we've been doing a bit of hunting. You know what? Maybe I will get a fire started. It's kind of bleak doing this in the dark. I've got 2 torches remaining. One of them's actually in good shape though. 39 and 33. Okay, we're gonna keep the 39% one. Let's use this one. I've got plenty of fuel. I may as well get some light. A little bit of a quality of life improvement here. I will use the cedar, I think. Just because I need those sticks. Well, let me take the charcoal. Let's do that first. Then I can map. Alright, let's do this. I do want to look at our skills. I want to see where our archery is. Of course, once we get level 5 archery, we can crouch and shoot, which is going to be huge for getting closer to those ptarmigan or other prey animals. It's really going to help out. Okay, while we are harvesting and cooking and stuff, you know, getting the meat ready, I am going to get some water going. Let's do 2 liters here and half a liter here, I guess. Okay, let's get out these ptarmigan. Let's see, it's going to be under food. There we go. So those 2 are done. Let's do this one next. 1.1 kilos, kind of a fat one. Yeah, that's a lot better. Having some light to see by. Okay.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Yeah, I know we're a little bit low on water. Okay, last one. Harvest. You know what? I just realized I can use those water purification pills that we got on our water here. Okay, let me drop these guys kind of away. Here, let me add some fuel first of all. I do need to grab some torches. Just to make sure we have, 2, maybe 3 good quality torches when we leave here. Okay, we're going to take a few steps away. I'll drop the ptarmigan over here. Put that up here. I'm going to take the lantern fuel. I do need to refill our lantern before we leave. Okay, let's put out our torch. Take the water. 14 minutes there. Let me drop the meat here. get some fresh meat. That actually sounds really good. 26 minutes. Okay, I'm going to pass time on this snow for 7 minutes. We'll get the non-potable water. And I do need to treat that with our pills. Okay. Alright, let's find those pills. Water, where are you? I don't want to drink. I've done that before. You guys remember that? That was a huge mistake. Instantly got dysentery just from the tiniest little sip of that water. Let's get all this water treated and purified. Did that take care of it? It says I can still use it, so should be all treated.
I need to find a place to rest.
That's kind of weird. Why does it still say? Where? By the way, where did those pills go? Huh. Okay. Anyway, so we got plenty of water now. I will leave a little bit of water behind. Maybe like half a liter, or at least, I don't know, maybe a liter. We'll do it from the radial menu. You guys showed me how to do that. Alright, we just drag. Is that right? There we go. Leave a liter behind. Put these up here. Okay, how's the meat? So that is done. Looks like we're thirsty.
I need to find...
There you go. Got plenty of water. Okay, 2 minutes till ready. Let me drop the remaining ptarmigan. That was a little bit of a feast there. All these ptarmigan. Okay, we just have one little slice left before we go. You know, probably leave this tin of sardines behind. Well, there is some water already. That's funny. Energy bar. Okay, nice. Alright, so planning for tomorrow. After we get a good night's sleep, we're going to be heading out. And we need to be underweight. Which means I probably have a bunch of food we can drop. Oh, I forgot. We got to... how much time do we have? 14 minutes? We got to craft. Oh, wait. I need to add fuel. Let's add some reclaimed wood. We are going to craft some fire-hardened arrows. We'll make 3 of them. It's going to take 22 minutes. We'll use the lower quality knife. Sounds like the storm has passed, which is good. Okay, nice. Ptarmigan is done. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat it. That's fine. We'll cook the last little bit of ptarmigan. 3 minutes. Okay, I don't need more water, but I do have a little bit of time on the fire, so I'll do just a little bit more. Okay, let's just go systematically through here. I'm gonna check for weight. So I've got a little bit extra coal I don't need. Let's drop 2 pieces. Brings us down to 3. Typically, I would like to have 4. I would like to have 4 pieces of coal, especially where we're going. We're kind of going into a rough part with that Cougar, but 3 will probably get the job done. So anyway, this is looking pretty good. We are going to drop the tablets. Clothing is looking great. No problem there. We got tons of food. We can drop the canned goods and the ptarmigan meat. I'm going to drop this soda cans. They are heavy. So we're trying to get under Was it 45 kilos when we're not tired? We'll drop the sardines. Drop the peanut butter. Yeah, I think I'll drop that. Okay, oh boy, we've got so many. Let's grab that. Okay, fire is going out. Let me actually switch to low quality torch. There we go. Have a little bit of light. Okay, let's put all of our extra torches in here. Okay, and then we do need to drop this extra knife. It's been a good little knife so far. Oh, and the gun as well. Do we want to carry the gun? Kind of depends on how heavy we are, I guess. We also can leave behind at least one of the bows. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to drop the low quality knife. We'll drop one of the bows. Let's drop the 12% bow. And we'll hang on to these two. Burdock root. I think I will leave this for the future. Can leave those behind. I wouldn't mind spending a little time getting the rifle up to 100%. Also, I'm curious about the revolver. What was that at? 60% on the revolver. We do need to refill our lantern. I think my torch is going to go out here in a minute. That's fine. Okay, all that fuel only brought us up to 70% capacity on the Sparky lantern. Anyway, we're just about to 45 kilos. That includes all of this nice gear we're going to be taking back with us. The woodworking tools, the guns that we found. Which, by the way, I probably should load up this revolver. It's awfully dark, though. I'd prefer to load that where we actually have some light. You know what? Let's just go to bed. And get a fresh start in the morning. If I can find the bed. Okay, let's put the bow up here. And the knife. Those are bigger than I thought they'd be, those roots. Okay, we're going to put out our lantern, get a nice drink, and go to sleep. Seems like a little bit of light does creep in through the mine here, so in the morning we should have a bit of light. I'm going to sleep as long as it will let me. Let's go for 12 hours. Although, you know, we do have a tiny bit of daylight left. Let me try to read. Let's just try. It'll probably cancel it, but we can try it. Hey, we made it. Nice. Okay. Now it is fully dark. Oh, we do have a tiny bit of unsafe water. Why didn't that show up before? I wonder if I bet I grabbed it before it was ready from the tin can. Does that sound about right? I better take care of that right now. I don't know how I missed that. I gotta light this lantern. Okay, so let's grab these pills. Okay, so that should be everything. The water appears to be all purified. Somehow I missed that before. Okay, anyway, let's put out our lantern now, get a drink, and go to sleep.
I'm feeling so drained.
Let's go for 12 hours, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning everybody. We've survived 64 days. Let's get a drink. Sun is already up. There's not a whole lot of light. Yeah, it's just so hard to see. Just the faintest amount of light, which is actually huge. Just even having any light. Man, I've been in some caves where once your light goes out, it is just so incredibly dark. And even the tiniest little flicker like this is huge. Like even just a little spark like that is so... like it just lights up the whole room, you know. Okay, well today is moving day. We're heading out. There was some things I was going to do in the morning. Let's see, what was I going to do? I'm going to check, first of all, our weight. So we're just underweight. I got a little bit of meat. I'm going to drop that. Actually, you know what? Let's eat up before we head out. Let's eat this meat. May as well get full before we depart. I'll eat some peaches. Oh, we got some dog food. I didn't even see that. Okay. Let's drop the remaining peaches. Do I have any other cans? Don't have any more canned food. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I did want to get that gun in good shape. I remember that now. But, I think I just want to go. Okay, so, gold mine. Do we want to leave a note here? We've got maple saplings. 3. A whole bunch of birch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe like 6 birch saplings. So I'm going to put out my lantern. Let's leave a note here. Be good to know this is all here if we need to come up here again. So gold mine. So we're leaving, I think it was around 6 birch saplings. 3 maple. We've got 1 hunting knife. We've got miscellaneous cloth. A bunch of flares. Let's see, anything else? We got a little bit of food. Lots of coal. I think that's about it. Oh, we did have the improvised crampons. They were like 90% or something. Were they like 98%? I want to say. Which is still pretty good. I must have taken them off at some point. The survival bow is pretty much worthless. It is so low quality. There's only like 1 remaining shot from that bow, like 12%. So that pretty much covers it. The knife is a big thing. The saplings are kind of a big thing. The coal, of course. A little bit of water. What did I put in here? Some flares. Okay, so I think we're ready to go, guys. As far as weight goes, I could grab... let's grab another coal. And maybe a little bit of food. Oh, there's a little bit of ptarmigan left. Hiding under the peanut butter. Okay, I'm going to grab the peanut butter. And that pretty much is it for weight. Okay, let's head out. Thank you, Gold Mine. I really appreciate that technical backpack and the crampons. Oh, do I have a... I think I better take one of these tin cans.
I could use this.
Grab this one. Higher quality. 100% can. Okay, let's go. When we get outside, I'm going to load up our revolver. Do I want to leave it, actually? No, I think I'm going to take it. kind of a shame to leave it stranded so high up. I mean, this is such a remote place. It takes so much effort to get up here. Be nice if we could bring it down where it's more accessible, more likely to be used and appreciated. I mean, plus just having it with us right now is going to be helpful. If we do encounter the cougar and we run out of rifle rounds, I mean, in theory, we could maybe get up high on a rock and we could use our the revolver. Okay, so we are heavy now, but that's okay. I do want to pick up the coal just so it respawns, you know. Put out our lantern. Okay, boy, visibility is not good. I was kind of hoping that we'd have enough visibility to map. Oh, good, it does work. So we've come through the mountain. We're on the back side here. You can see the cougar is down below us. Already we've got a rope climb on the map. Let's kind of shimmy down, I guess. These crampons are going to be helpful. Can't believe I didn't wear them before. I thought I had them on. We'll take those. I wonder if he got stuck down here. Like he came out and he couldn't get back into the mine. Or maybe he didn't have any light. Oh, no, he had those matches. So we have not yet encountered the cougar in this playthrough. We did get the cutscene showing the cougar coming out of his den, but we have not yet had a run-in. A sapling. Okay, I will take it. By the way, there's a rope to get us back up if we need to. Some people get to the gold mine this route, kind of backwards from what I did. But to do this, you have to be so prepared for these rope climbs, because you can easily get stuck here. If you get too exhausted and you don't really have a way to rest, you're exposed to the elements, you can die here. Visibility has really improved. I'm happy with that. Just kind of poking around the rocks just to see if there's anything hidden. Finding that rifle really got me excited. I kind of went off the beaten path and found that rifle. Okay, so we do need to drop some items here. We're just a little bit heavy. What did I just pick up? Picked up some coal. I will drop one piece of coal. Seemed like I just picked up something else as well. What did I just pick up? We got some food. That's right. I think it's just the coal, right? Oh, we got a torch we can drop. Here we go. Lightweight. Just like that. I was kind of hoping being close to the edge that it would drop off the edge. You know what, guys? I'm going to drink a coffee. We need a coffee. It's been a long time. I often forget that I even have them. Should have warmed it up on the fire. Be nice to have some hot coffee. Alright, here we go. Down the rope with our crampons. And a cup of coffee. I see a backpack. Somebody had a rough time here. Got some chips.
This'll come in handy.
I'm gonna leave them behind. Yeah. Let's just keep going. Can I grab it? I don't want to fall. There's some daredevils who they've learned how to jump off a cliff in the long dark, and then just before they hit the ground, they're able to grab onto the rope. Which, you know, if you mess up, you're dead. So, I've never tried it. But it's a pretty impressive little trick, I guess. Okay, wow, somebody left a snow shelter. I've got a heavy hammer and a fire log. Those are all really heavy, obviously. Do I hear the cougar? Might just be the wolf that I heard. There are wolves down there, guys. Alright, well, we're heading that way. I don't think I need... I'm trying to... Do I need the heavy hammer? We don't need a heavy hammer. We're just going to leave it. Although, you know, I'm going to put it in the... Oh, there's no backpack. I was going to say, we could put the heavy hammer in the backpack, but that was actually back up on the shelf that we climbed down from. Now, it seemed like there's some... One of these campfires had like a bug where you could pull stuff out of the snow. I don't think it's this one. Alright, Cougar. And oh, yep, I hear you. Speaking of which, let's get out our guns and get them loaded up. So we've got a total of 4 rounds in the revolver. And the rifle... Is that a total of 8, I think? Okay. So those are wolves, right? It's not the cougar. Or is that the cougar? I can't even tell from here. It's a wolf. Wolves we can deal with. The cougar, not so much. Yeah, I hear you, cougar. So if the cougar comes, I just have to get up on a rock or something. That's how I figure. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm gonna get down low. There can be some loot. Oh my gosh. The cougar really has me worried. There can be some loot down here. That is a weird effect. A little bit of sunlight on the tips of those. Okay, there can be some loot down here. But I don't know if I want to risk it with this cougar. I feel so exposed. I think I'm going to leave whatever that is. We're going to leave it. I think I better get a torch out. It might be a little too windy, but I'm going to try it. I hear a wolf. He's going to see me in a minute. Something's happening. I think the cougar's here, guys. I've got chills. What is going on? Is it the wolf? It's a wolf right there. So on that tree, straight ahead in the center, is our scratchings. That must be the cougar. So I have no way of knowing if the cougar's coming or not. Is he coming? Oh, he's here. Alright, back to the tree. Where are you, cougar? I swear I just heard him. Where are you? Can I get up this? I need some elevation so I can see. It sounded like he was right on top of me. Alright, well, we are going to get rid of this torch. Can I get up this? I don't think I can. Isn't it usually the cougar that runs up a tree in real life? Okay, this really has me freaked out, guys. I can't tell. Great. Alright, come on, wolf. You're the least of my worries right now. I have no idea what to do about this cougar. Sounded like he was right above me. Is he here? Sounds like he's here. There it is, guys. Oh, crap. Can I get up this? I saw the cougar. Let's put this out. Do I shoot it? Is it above me? Oh, there's the wolf. Okay. Alright, wolf, go get the cougar. I think I have to wait for it to attack, don't I? I really don't know what to do here. Okay, for safety, I'm going to make a fire for one thing. Can I make a fire up here? Because I'm a big chicken. That is why. I don't know what this cougar's gonna do.
Come on.
Looks like he's just waiting for me. He's gonna do all the safe strats I know.
Turned out pretty well.
Safety strat number 1 is get a fire. I also want to get up on a cliff or something. So we got an hour and 10 minutes. Don't want to step in the fire though. Kind of a bad place, I guess. Alright, cougar, what's up? You coming? That was close. I think I have his attention now. Alright, cougar, where are you? Let's get the gun out, the big one. Okay, now what? I don't know if that was good or bad. He's running off. Get him to come back. Is he gonna come back? Oh, that wolf is scared as he's as scared as I am. Where did you go, Cougar? He's coming back, guys. Alright, come on. Come on, Cougar. He started to come. I don't know if I got a hit or not. Got a hit there. Ooh, he's right by me. How many shots does this guy take? So I've got 4 bullets remaining. Poor wolf. Alright, come on, Cougar. He's coming. Let's get him close. He's attacking. He's afraid of the fire. We got him! Oh my gosh. Okay. So how many shots was that? I think we have 8? We're down to 3. Incredible. Okay. Well, let's grab a torch. So the scaredy cat tactics won out, I guess. So good we found that rifle, guys. Doing that with the bow would have been so challenging for me. Let's go check him out. Wow. Okay, well, I hope I didn't open a can of worms there. I think by killing a cougar, you just invite more cougars, if I understand. I am out of sticks. We'll start the fire with a torch. I need to keep this wolf away. I believe we can harvest some items off this cougar.
Come on.
Huh, maybe someday I'll be able to take him down with the bow. I suppose if I stay in a safe place,
All right.
then we could do it. Okay, I'm going to use a piece of coal. So we've got 1 hour and 3 minutes. I'll do a little bit of water, just because we can. Okay, we got to watch the time on there. Okay, so we got meat. We want the hide. And I believe you can't you get something else off him, like a bone or something? Anyway, so 21 minutes with the knife. Let's grab that. Okay, now we can't eat this guy because we've got the level 5 cooking. Yeah, let's just pick it up. Water's done. How do I get the bone off of this guy? We can make like a knife from him, I think. But I don't know how to do that. Okay, 19 minutes with the knife. I may as well. I don't have any rope climbs immediately ahead of us.
Something's gotta go.
Okay, 11 minutes on the fire. Yeah, I see a wolfie. I guess we'll get the guts. I don't know what else to do to get the knife from this guy. Yeah, there's some kind of improvised cougar knife you can make. Maybe it's from a tooth. Is that it? Is it a tooth or a bone? At any rate, we did get that. Okay, I got the guts, which I don't need. I'm mostly just passing time. Nothing to harvest. Let's take a look at our pelt. Fresh cougar hide. Freshly harvested hide from a cougar, a reminder of the predator's fearsome strength. Can be used for crafting and repair after air drying indoors for 10 days. Interesting. Okay, I don't know about the crafting. I suppose I could look here. Let's see if it shows up. Cougar claw knife. We do have it. We got a cougar claw. One cougar claw. Need scrap metal, cured leather, a forge, the heavy hammer, and then a bunch of time. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool to have that. Okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time out here. Weather can change. I would like to get to safety. I think there can be a cave around here. Let me grab some sticks. Well, I'm glad that worked out in our favor. That was pretty harrowing. Yeah, let's get out of here. Meat is cooked.
I need to drop something.
8 minutes on that. Let's do the small piece, I guess. Actually, I probably should have done the bigger piece, because that one's going to be done in just a minute. 4 minutes. That's a big piece too. There we go. I think I still put the small piece on. Anyway, 25 minutes on the fire. Let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3 good torches. I'm going to light this for protection, and I'm going to check over here for sticks or something. Oh, birch bark. Yes. Birch bark is amazing in real life and in the game. It has these oils in the bark that even when it's wet,
any of this gear.
even when the birch bark is wet, it will get a fire started because of those oils. And then, of course, you can make a healing tea out of it. I'm going to grab these sticks just because I don't want to use any more of my coal. And I do want the fire to extend just a little bit longer. If we can make our way to the cave, that would be really good. Okay, so those rocks really helped us out for safety. That was huge. Alright, let's add some sticks here. Toss that. Meat is done. Okay, that should work out just fine. We'll add one more stick. Yeah, somewhere around here we do have a cave. I think I just want to make my way to that cave. I'll drop some of these items in there. Is there anything we need to craft? Oh, you know, I could cook some tea. Or coffee, I mean. But anyway, let's just pass time. I'm going to pass time until these are done. Let's eat up. May as well get full. $12. Let's add one more stick. Yeah, that should be good. Pass time on this one. Get a torch out. Let's use one of our low quality torches. Thank you, Cougar. I would have been happy just to leave you alone, but it didn't look like you were going to let me go. And I'm afraid we have opened a can of worms there with a... We're going to have more cougar attacks in the future. I'm afraid. I'm not sure how that works. Let me know. Leave a comment. He wants our meat. I don't think he's picky. He would be happy to take either our meat, like off of us, or the meat of the cougar. Don't think he's picky. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of the cougars. Okay, I believe that is the cave we want right there. Grab these sticks. Oh man, if you're gonna have so many sticks, I'm gonna fall for it. I'm gonna go for it. I was gonna leave them, but then I saw there was like 5 of them. There's no shortage of rose hips. Okay, I don't think we need a fire. I don't even think I'm going to stay here. Let me drop the smelly food and guts. I'm going to put the animal fat right here where we can see it. And then back in the cave a little bit, we can drop the guts. Get those curing. Got a little bit of wood here. That's nice. I guess I don't know. Do I need cedar? Probably not. What's my fire situation? I've only got 1 piece of coal. Got 23 sticks though. Let's drop all of these.
I might have to drop some gear.
Let's do that. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better now. More lightweight. Let's eat a little bit of meat. And then we can drop that so we're not smelly. And then let's go. We're gonna try to
snow.
We're gonna try to put our back. We're gonna try to put our back to Ash Canyon here. See if we can escape before nightfall, which is very soon, actually. Okay, on our way out, I will grab birch bark. It does respawn. There's the cougar markings. Might just carve our initials in here as well. Put our mark on the tree. Looks like the fire swept through here as well. Well, I haven't seen any deer or moose lately, so it doesn't surprise me that Cougar was pretty set on killing us. Wonder why he didn't go for the wolf, though. Wonder what their relationship is, the wolf and the cougar. Okay, we've got a little bit of a birch bark forest here. Nice. Grab these on our way out. Doesn't ever expire. You can always make a healing tea out of it. Just got to keep my eyes open for birch bark. There's one, I think. I believe you can survive just on birch bark. It is very difficult. You practically have to starve yourself. But I think it can be done. Is that a wolf? No. Okay. It's a very plentiful supply right here. Is that a piece? I saw a bunch over here. We'll kind of zigzag back and forth. So there's a piece there, 2 pieces. We've got 2 right here. Be nice to have all these birch barks back at the Timberwolf Lodge, Mountaineer's Hut. But actually, we're not going that way. We're gonna make a detour and go up the mountain instead of down the mountain. Man, this is beautiful. This would look really, really beautiful in spring, I bet, with all the little leaves on there. So what's the difference between a quaking aspen and a birch? They always look very similar to me. I guess when you get up close, you can tell the bark. The bark is that papery, oily stuff that we harvest. Okay, I don't know if I need this torch or not. I kind of just kept it going, just in case we come across the wolf. Keep hearing them howling in the distance. It makes me think I need this. Oh, look at this. We got a deer. There used to be a moose in these parts. I wonder if the cougar killed the moose. Okay, I will... This is our last torch. Actually, you know, I'm going to let it burn out. Since I'm not carrying a lit torch, I do want to make sure my visibility is good enough to see if there's any wolves. I think we're probably okay now. This would be kind of tricky to navigate in a blizzard, at least for me. Kind of get turned around. So I'm glad we've got some visibility. I think I do see a wolf up ahead. Some kind of critters up ahead. Oh, 2 wolves. Okay. Maybe even 3? I hope these aren't timber wolves. Let's get out our torch. Yeah, we do have a torch. Okay, let's light it with our book matches. This is my last torch. Okay, these are not timber wolves. So tempting to shoot them. It's not worth the bullet. So I'm not going to take the time to harvest them. Pillar's footrest. Must be the rocks? Are those the pillars? I think we're getting close. Getting very close to our exit here. Of course, once we exit, the next objective is getting to the top of Timberwolf Mountain. I think we're so close. This must be it. Got a little bit of a clearing here.
I think I need to lay down.
Yeah, we might need to get some sleep here. Okay, there's our cave right there. Let's have a look at this pond. I don't think the wolves have followed us, which is good. Kind of expected to see a deer or something here. I'm going to put my torch out. I might need that. Well, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I would like to say thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take just a minute, press the like button, leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji or something. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you are subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. In the next episode, we will be summiting Timberwolf Mountain, as long as everything goes to plan. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.
You